Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Jackie Wonders, and today I'm going to be giving you my review on the new movie Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle released in August 18, 2023, which the day I'm filming this, it released today. I was able to watch it yesterday, Thursday, because there was early screenings, and I was like, I just want to watch this movie as soon as possible. This is also the second DC movie, like live action, to release in theaters, and I really hope that they continue with this Blue Beetle and they make more movies. We're still really unsure what the hell James Gunn is gonna do. So, with him taking over. So I really hope that he stays with Blue Beetle because I will be really angry if he doesn't. For those who aren't familiar with Blue Beetle, it's about a kid named Jaime Reyes who suddenly finds himself in the possession of an ancient, alien technology that they call the scarab, and the scarab basically chooses its host. It just doesn't go with anyone, and it seemed to really like Jaime, and it attached itself to him and becomes the host. He gets this suit armor that is capable of a lot of powers and weapons. Really, he becomes Blue Beetle, and he really has to accept that and just goes on this journey, and it's a really great story. It was directed by Angel Manuel Soto. Starring in the movie, obviously, is the protagonist, the superhero, Xolo Maradueña. He played Blue Beetle, and Jaime Reyes. Bruna Marquezine, George Lopez, Belisa Escobedo, Raúl Trujillo, Harvey Guillén, Damián Alcázar, Susan Sarandon, Becky G, Adriana Barraza, and Elpida Carrillo. Yeah, so I said all their names because they really deserve it. They did really great in this movie. Yeah, let's go on to my review. So I've been looking forward to Blue Beetle since the moment they announced it. I was just so excited because, as you guys know, well, you might not know, I'm Hispanic, specifically Mexican. Blue Beetle really is the only Mexican superhero that really is well established. He's in Young Justice, Teen Titans, and stuff like that. Specifically, comes from Mexican roots. His parents are Mexican, and I was just so excited to see a character that with Mexican origins really come on the big screen. And you guys, it was so good. It was just a really special movie for me as a superhero fan. I love all superheroes, and to see that there is one that is Mexican, it was great for me. I loved it. And from the moment this movie was coming out, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait. But also I was a little bit nervous. I'm like, I hope they really do represent the Mexican culture and stuff like that, and they definitely did. So it was just super cool for Blue Beetle to get his own movie and really show his Mexican roots, which they did so beautifully. I'm really happy. So Xolo Maradueña, he did an amazing job. Jaime was very likable. He was funny, he was kind, he was lighthearted, and he was just noble. And I really liked how he showed so much love and care for his family, and would really do anything, and the way he cared for them. There were things, and I don't want to give spoilers, but yeah, I'm not gonna give spoilers. It was just really good to see him as Jaime. He also, obviously, as Blue Beetle, I really liked him a lot. He was strong, he was brave, and I love I don't know, I just really liked him. And Blue Beetle was super cool. I love his armor. I loved his suit. A lot of people had issues with it. I think when it comes to suits, I think the one with the villain one, his armor at the end, I was like, it kind of looks really bulky. I don't know. But yeah, I really liked Blue Beetle and everything about him. The CGI with him flying and the fight scenes, everything was just really good. I was already a fan of Blue Beetle, but after seeing this, it just made me love Jaime even more. So yeah. George Lopez was in this one. He played Uncle Rudy, and you guys, he was so funny, and he stole every scene he was in. Like, he was just this light in the movie, and I feel like without George Lopez, I don't know like how good this movie would have been, because he was just so good in it, and he was like Blue Beetle's sidekick. I loved it so much. He really was like the representation of Mexico. Like, just like that typical Mexican uncle. He had everyone in the theater laughing. All his scenes, he was just so funny. My cousin, who isn't really into superheroes, she ended up loving this movie a lot, and she said that George Lopez was like one of the main reasons she loved the movie. His acting was great. You know, there were moments where he had to be emotional and stuff like that, and he just blended very well. uh, and I loved his song choices. You guys will know what I'm talking about. So yeah, the rest of the Reyes family, they were great as well. I love their relationship, the how close they were with each other. They really did represent a lot of most Mexican family. The one who played Blue Beetle's dad, Damien Alcazar, the whole time I was like, who is he? He seems so familiar. And then I realized that he played Vicente in a very, very famous and popular show called Señora Acero, which played in Telemundo. It's a really, really good series. He isn't in it that much. I think only like 2-3 episodes, but that's where I knew him from. But his acting was so good, and it was just so, he played a really important role for Jaime. And yeah. Also, Belisa Escobedo, who played Milagros, Jaime's little sister, she also did an amazing job. She was so funny, and her acting was incredible. There was this like sad scene in the movie, and I was like, I'm not gonna cry. So I tried to hold it in, but as soon as I see Milagros, or Belisa, break down, it broke me, and I just couldn't stop. I feel like everyone in the theater was crying, because my cousin, my sister, and then my other cousin, they were all just like teary-eyed. My cousin, she was crying, like bawling. She cried like 3-4 times in the movie. The main villains, I don't really want to say much, but the main villains were Victoria Cord and Conrad Carapaz, which were played by Susan Sarandon and Raul Trujillo. They were great. They were very villainous. You know, they were doing their job. Yeah, they were really mean. I got their points. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people that saw the movie had a problem with the fate of the main villains, but I think that she got what she deserved, girl. Anyway, I really enjoyed seeing Raul back on screen. I've only seen him in Apocalypto, but he was great. And the whole time I was like thinking how interesting or how cool it would be for him to play Bane, but I don't know if that will happen. But yeah, I was like, he would make a great Bane. So yeah, so I'm not really an expert on the Blue Beetle character, but I don't really know his origin. I only really knew about, like, you know, that there was like this bug, or not bug, but like, you know, this alien thing on his back that gave him powers and abilities, and that he really didn't want them. Really what I've just seen on like the Young Justice show or the Titans show. I did know, I heard that they did change his origins a little bit in the movie, but I loved it. I love the way they went with it, how he got his powers, everything, the whole storyline from beginning to end. I really did enjoy it. It was told nicely, not rushed. The camera work was amazing. The great timing, you know, the pace of the storyline, I really liked it. The CGI was really good. Nothing like The Flash. It was really, really nice to see like a movie coming from DC that was just it was entertaining, it was well made, and you know, there wasn't much flaws. You know, I mean, of course some people will probably find flaws in this. I might be biased because it's a very special movie for me, personally, but it was really nice to see something like legit and without really much flaws, and get a good Rotten Tomato score, which I know it doesn't mean much, but I don't know, it was really good to see like a good CGI, good fighting scenes, a good story coming from DC. I love the Flash, you know, the Flash story. Obviously, I wish they had gone with like the Flashpoint paradox, kind of like the animation or the animated movie. I wish they had gone that route, but the CGI with Flash, side eye, you know, it was not the best. You know, as much as I loved it and the storyline, that CGI, ugh. The director did amazing. The fight scenes were super cool, and the suits were awesome. The suit was awesome. I really liked all the Blue Beetle's weapons and all of that. My favorite shot, obviously, was when he did the sword. Oh, I love that so much. So freaking cool. But yeah, I give Blue Beetle 5 out of 5, and I highly, highly recommend everyone to watch it. Not only is it just great, I don't know, it's just something really refreshing from DC, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it was really, really special for me. I don't know, I guess I am biased, but I loved it. I enjoyed it. And yeah, who knew that the Trona would be playing in the big screen for a big superhero, you know? That's so crazy. Oh, there was also like music from Selena, you know, like Bidi Bidi Bam Bam, Chelino Sanchez. Chispirito was like a main tribute. I don't know, these might be some spoilers. Um, but yeah, it was just so refreshing, and not only for like, you know, to see a DC superhero that was nicely portrayed and with a nice CGI, but it felt good to be represented, you know? And I'm not really like that person that really pushes it, but it felt really good to see like your culture, your music, and like the Mexican slang, sayings, and stuff like that. It felt really nice to see that on the screen. I guess the only downside is that Blue Beetle isn't being promoted as big as Barbie or and like the Flash even. I feel like Blue Beetle is really just there, and Warner Brothers isn't really doing its best to promote this movie. I know there also is a strike, and Xolo Maradueño is also not wanting. He said that he wasn't going to promote it either, which really does suck, you know. I really wish that this movie does well. There was an article that came out that said that on Thursday they did 3.3 million, which isn't the best. I think The Flash did better, but I hope it just, I don't know, I just hope that it does well, and I hope James Gunn uh, keeps him. I don't know, I'm just like not really excited with James Gunn taking over to the DCU. I don't care how it does in the box office. It's a win for me. Well, anyways, you guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys will be watching Blue Beetle. And if you did, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you until the next movie. Bye, guys.